Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 22, No Man's Land with no mods. Myself, Steve Woody. It's August. It is officially year 2. It's the anniversary of our farm, and as you can see, we've made some progress. So if you've missed the previous year, we started here with nothing but what the game dev gave us, which was some knackered old machinery and this rundown home. And we've built ourselves up, we've put a dog, and we've got a couple of extra farms, a few new machines, and we're starting to make some progress. We need to carry on because the last couple of days have been super busy, and we really have kind of been under the pressure to get everything finished. So today's really about cleaning up, finishing off, doing the things we need to do. Our flower business, today we need to really start to package a lot of this up and put it into the truck. So we'll do that today, as these flowers are really starting to kind of stack up now. The next thing we're going to do is finish off our fields. So our fields really need some attention. We've got the backfield that never quite got finished. Also, we're going to get ready with the front field to get that finished as well. And we're going to remove some of the planks and the furniture as well. We'll get that out of the way today. But these flowers we're not selling till the end of the year, so they're kind of just sitting here at the moment. But as you can see, they are starting to stack up. And then we're going to see about getting all of the remaining things that we need in order for this game to progress to the next level. And at the moment that looks like finishing this field, which as you can see we've been seeding. It is another month, which means this grass is really starting to grow now. Which is really nice. We must get this finished. And so that's the first thing we're going to do today. First thing we're going to do today is get this field finished. In fact, we can use the AI to finish this field for us. While he's busy working, we're going to just check out the situation with the flowers. We've probably run out of water. Oh, looks like we've got enough water. We should be good. Turn that off. I'm actually going to leave this tractor here. We're gonna leave this trailer. We're gonna take this tractor here. We're gonna pick up the other trailer that we've got. Now we need to put away. We need to clean up today. We need to find a way to build a new shed to hold all our tools. That will probably go around there. We need to go and figure out what our house is doing over the other side. We can also start to get ready to remove some of that silage. We could start to get that ready. So much to do. Kind of setting ourselves up for December at the moment. December's going to be our big payday. In December we're going to sell all of our crops, our silage. We'll sell our flowers. In fact, we can probably sell our flowers anytime really. A quick look in the shop and see what's on offer today. Just a tractor. We're not really interested in, but nice to see. It looks pretty good in black. I quite like it. Nice looking tractor, but not for us. Need to clean all our equipment up. It's all getting pretty messy. Need to look at buying some more land and expanding again. Need to start getting our animals ready. And because it is our 1 year anniversary, part of our gameplay was that every year we could install one mod, and we can start talking about mods. Now, the whole start of this gameplay was about not using mods. And we're going to continue with the premise of not using mods that are kind of, I'm not going to say cheating, but definitely cheesing the game. So we're not going to use things like ultimate strength or limited money. We won't use things like that. I'm going to repair these little things here. They don't really cost much, but get it all nice and clean. Alright, now let's jump on this trailer, and that is going to be the last item then. Well, apart from this trailer, but for this we need to buy the truck. We also want to buy the Arctic unit. But thinking about what we need to buy first, we need to buy the roller. That's something we need to buy. We need to buy a cultivator. We need to buy a roller. We need to buy... Ideally we need to buy like a stone crusher or the stone picker-upper. I don't actually know what that's called officially. We'll have a quick look in the shop. Just a stone picker. And it was this one we were looking at 5.5 meters. I think they're all the same speed. Yep. All 9 miles an hour. This one is limited, but to be honest, it's still fine. So yeah, we have still lots to do. I have a feeling today, once we start loading up this Arctic, we're gonna stack it 3 high all the way back to the very back. And once it's absolutely full, take it to sale. Just check and see what he's doing. It looks like he's stopped. I'm not sure why, so... Okay. That's very strange. There we go. We're just going to do this because the AI really seems to struggle along the bottom edge here. Don't know how to fix that. It's because there's an additional field, so it thinks it's finished. We need to clean her up. We can't do that because it's not our field. So we just need to work the edge before we let the AI continue. Do that. It's not going to take long for us to just do 3 links here. This field work really making this tractor dirty. I'm going to have to give it a clean today. Seeds going down, you can see. Make sure I don't miss any. Really starting to clean up this field, looking amazing. This is going to be our grass field. And the reason for that is because we want to get as much yield out of this grass as we can. We've got all the equipment for it. And it definitely grows well. So. Right, there he goes. Finishing off his job. Perfect. Right, whilst that's doing that, we'll take this. We can strip the sides back. For that, we're going to... There we go. Gonna load this up now. This is going to take some time. It's also going to be worth it because this is really going to set us up with what we need once we've done this. Let's just take our time, load this up properly. So we haven't sold any flowers for a few months now. And we're really starting to feel it because we've got not really much money left. Given this has been our kind of primary source of income, we could really use a sale here. Nice. Do one more here. The key here is not to put it all the way on, so it kind of falls backwards, and then once that's done, we can line them all up. There we go, nice. I'll stick a ratchet on those 6 now they're done. Boy, what are you up to? Ah, good boy. Alright, let's do this. Putting a ratchet on, they shouldn't move, which means that they're secure, so we can work on the next 6. Sometimes you can get them, they can glitch out. Also, if we've got space at the end, we do want to go and grab the other stuff as well. The planks and the furniture. I'm sure we've got space for that. Nice. It's just been from one greenhouse. And each of these boxes selling for about £2,000 each. Flowers are very expensive on this map. That is why we're in the flower business. So I've been thinking about what mod we're going to use today, and given the challenges we've had on this map with the AI does struggle quite a bit on this map. Now, I've talked about this before, every map that you play on, you're going to experience some difficulties, some way, eventually. Even if you play on the official maps, you're going to struggle. Just to recap, the reason I'm playing on this map is because I think that the original maps are lacking in the career mode, the ability for you to kind of really start from scratch and grind your way up. And this map was really good at giving you a run-down farm with not much else going on. And just the ability to kind of fend for yourself. Now you've got to build your own plots, can't work on contracts. So there's really not a lot for you to do here except for just build. And I think as you start playing this game, it's kind of a good way to learn kind of a lot of what's on offer. But in saying that, you miss out at the same time on some things, like with the contracts, an example like that. And so, one of the difficulties on this map is the AI. It struggles. And so I'm thinking the first mod that I'm going to download is one called Courseplay. Courseplay is available from the mod store, and we'll actually go through this together. We'll install it together. Courseplay, I've never used it. I just know about it, and we're going to learn about it together. We're going to use it together. I've not used any mods in this game. Now, you could argue this map is kind of a mod, and yes, you'd be right. There are two ways that you can run mods in this game. One is to install the mod, which is kind of like a plug-in. It plugs into your map, and that mod will then give you additional features. And the other is to have them built into the map itself. Now, this map has some mods built into it, and if I press P and I go into the construction mode, you'll see these mods. If I scroll across here, No Man's Land mod. So this shed is a mod that is specifically built for No Man's Land, as is this. This is only available for No Man's Land. For silos, this is just for No Man's Land. Silo extensions, again here, just for No Man's Land. Containers, here, water container, just for No Man's Land. Tools, for the tool shed, just for No Man's Land. And the farmhouse, again, just for No Man's Land. So these are built specifically. Including here we have a sawmill. We have lime production. We have gold production. And we have methane production just for No Man's Land. Animals are normal. There is nothing additional here. Decorations. Nothing here. Landscaping. The ploughed state is a mod. Anything else here is added in. Selling point, there's 3 mods here. Greenhouse, there's 2 mods here. Orchards and generators, there's nothing there. So you get to see all of the mods that have been used to extend the game. See, there are actually a few on this map. Now, you could argue that those mods are... the game is using mods because of those, and you'd be right. But they were built within the map, so I kind of feel like they're within the realms of what was allowed. Especially if you're starting out. If you're starting out as a brand new player, and that was the whole purpose of this series, was to kind of walk you through as a brand new player kind of what it's like to play, because you know, I'm kind of a brand new player myself. Less than 100 hours in the game. A lot of stuff we've been figuring out for ourselves. But now we're at the point where I kind of feel like after the first year of playing, you've established what you kind of like and don't like in this game. You start to get a feeling of, do you know what? I don't like loading trucks, or I don't like farming fields, or you know, whatever it might be that you don't enjoy. That's where you can really use the mods to remove that element of gameplay, so you don't have to struggle with it if you don't enjoy it. Now, that also goes back to what I said at the very start. You need an element of pain. You have to experience pain to be able to appreciate pleasure. The trick is that for good game design, the pain does not make you quit. It should be just enough pain that makes you appreciate the good things. It should not be too much pain that you give up. So, if something's painful, good. Can you work through it? Can you grind? Because, you know, making money in this game is painful, but you could always cheat and get unlimited money. does that rob you of the opportunity of experiencing the game? These are the questions to ask yourself, and if you don't care, then great, go ahead and do it. You know, you can kind of just have as much money as you want and build whatever you want and go from there. What a lot of people like to do with this game to make it a bit more challenging is have like a kind of survival mode where they start from zero with, you know, absolutely nothing. Some people, and it makes me laugh, it always makes me laugh because I see a lot of these videos on YouTube and it's like, hey, starting from zero with nothing except for a truck and a chainsaw and £1 million, and it's like, you know, you can't actually start from nothing. But there are some people that have really jumped into the roleplay aspect. One recently did turn up to a Elm Creek and I saw that he had just a contract to start with and some, you know, machinery for that contract. But yeah, you can really kind of set yourself up and do whatever you want in this game. It's a creative game, a simulator. So you can build whatever farms you want, you can build whatever stories you want. Some people like to, you know, play the hobo coming into a new town. Some people like to just play with friends and, you know, do different things. This game is quite fun with friends. You can get quite efficient with native production chains. But then also with production chains can sometimes get a little bit boring, especially the core game ones. So there's new production chains that you can look into. For example, there's fish farming. You can actually set up fish farms if that's something you're interested in. You don't have to stick to just what the basics offer. There's many other things that you can do in this game. And I want to start to explore that as we start to, you know, get deeper into this. And then eventually, if you get to the point where you think, well, there's nothing for me here, there's nothing that I enjoy doing, then you can actually start to build your own. You can even build your own mods, and that's something where we'll start to take a look into how possible that is, what that looks like. I think we've really messed this one up. I don't know how, but not too bad. It just kind of looked worse than it was. We'll grab that one off there. I'll put it on this side and sometimes when you get near the back it can get a bit messy. Okay. I want to lock this in if I can. That's almost 2 done. We are definitely filling up on this. Going to sell for quite a lot this. I think we're going to go and sell this, well, as soon as it's full, but not today, maybe tomorrow. And yeah, you kind of need to look at in this game, you know, what do you want to do? Maybe there's a building that you want and it's not available. Well, if you can download it and someone else has built it, great. If not, you can learn how to build it yourself. The mod editor in this game is very, very powerful, so definitely want to explore that as well if you get the chance. But that's not going to be for a couple of seasons yet, maybe a couple of years. Right now we want to look at the core gameplay, what's available, what it involves. We want to continue building as we currently are. 42,000 flowers so far. This is huge, huge amount. Probably the biggest load that we've had so far. This will be the biggest payday we've had so far. Kind of feels good to use this Arctic to be able to deliver. I think with this we'll be able to buy the roller that we need. We're going to need that in the future. It's going to be a big thing we use, so we can go ahead and buy that, the stone roller. times 150,000. And I think we're going to have, maybe at the end of the year, definitely by December, we're going to have all of the core machinery that we wanted, we're going to be in possession of. So there's not going to be a need to lease anything anymore. A lot of the leases we've done have just been to test. You know, we've spent a bit of money just seeing if we like something or not. And that in fact is another gameplay mode that some people play. They turn off leasing. If you really want a challenge in this game, don't use the bank and don't use leasing. Now, we haven't used the bank, we haven't taken a loan, we're not going to. We've assumed that in no man's land there are no banks, there's no credit line. But yeah, you gotta find a gameplay mode that kind of works for you. Hoping as well, maybe today we can get rid of the sawmill and rebuild it. It should have run out of wood by now. As soon as that sawmill's run out of wood, we're going to rip it down and flatten the land out, and we're going to rebuild it. So to be honest, not really impressed with that sawmill. The sawmill's not too bad, but the carpentry in this game, on this map, the carpentry, not very good. Right, now what we're going to do is replace these. Which we're actually struggling to do right now. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to press Z to lock this up. Another reason why it's important to make sure this all fits. We're then going to change the curtains. There we go. Now it's going to open the other way, so the curtain's going to be the other way. And that's going to be easier for us to get back in, at the back. I'm finished loading this Arctic trailer full of flowers. One way I'd like to improve the gameplay element of the flowers is to require seeds and fertilizer as well as just water, and also have them so that they degrade. If you don't sell them over a certain amount of time, they die. Definitely would make this game more realistic. This is a basic mod. All mods require coding, so you'd need to learn the languages. There's a specific scripting language that's used within this game. So you might need 3D modeling and, you know, the ability to do other things, and that might not be your thing. You can hire people to make mods for you. And if you don't want to do that, you just want a basic mod, it's quite straightforward and simple, you could use something like ChatGPT to make that for you. So there are options in this game, but if that's just not your thing, if you're not interested in that, you don't need to worry. There's people that are, there's people that do it. The only thing I would say, and this is the most important thing I will say within this entire series, the most important thing. If you listen to nothing else that I've said other than what I'm about to say, this is categorically the most important thing. Be careful. What I mean by that is when you download mods from third-party websites or from people who you don't know, you do not know what code has been included with those mods. You assume, because it's a game, that people are friendly and they're going to allow you to use a mod that is designed just for the game, and that could well be true. However, a very obvious way for hackers and scammers to exploit people is to use games and people's lack of awareness to install malicious scripts and things that can harm you, your computer, your personal identity, etc., etc. There are absolutely people out there that will do that. So it is your responsibility. You have a duty of care to protect yourself from these people. And so I would recommend, if you are going to download a mod, that you only download a mod from the reputable official Giants website, or in-game even. And from that, I would also recommend that if you're going to download a mod, that you have some sort of antivirus software, maybe AVG or Malwarebytes, something on your machine that can periodically check for malicious files, because even the game developers themselves, there's no guarantee that they're going to check and catch everything. I would like to think that the files in the official game store have been checked and they have been validated, and most of the community will probably let you know if there's a problem, but just check. Only use reputable plugins and always do your due diligence. That would be, I would say, my biggest advice, a piece of advice that I can give you, is that most people only care about their security after it's been compromised. Okay, we are off to sail. We have almost filled this. We were going to pick up the pallets as well. We're going to get those in a little bit. We have 68,000 flowers. That's a lot of flowers. Just to show you what that looks like. That is almost 3 sections out of the 4 of this Arctic trailer full. We're missing 8,000 pounds off the back there. Then I think in the back we can probably fit in another, let's see, 6, 24, there's probably about 28 boxes missing, 28 boxes missing. So we could have fit another 28 in here. We're going to go ahead and sell these now. Alright, here we go, let's go. It's 23,000 already. And with the rest, that's 110. That's 133,000 pounds just by selling that. That's, I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to buy. It is just enough for us to buy that roller. Just enough. Okay. And let's have a careful think about what we need to do. Because we also said we wanted to get animals. It is our 1 year anniversary. We're going to see what these signs say. I've never looked at them before. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. This will not include trees around the edge of the map. Ow. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all trees from the map. Cutting this signpost with a chainsaw will permanently remove all rocks from the map. This will not include rocks around the edge of the map. Wow. We are not going to do that. Nope. That is not something we're going to do. But good to know. Good to know. Again, the mods. Very possible that the mods allow you to do things like that. But we do not want to permanently remove all the trees from the map, and we do not want to permanently remove the rocks from the map. This map has been built So we're going to play it as it was intended. Every map is different. Some maps only use the core game assets. Other maps, they like to customize things. The best maps will give you the option to turn on and off these things. That gives you the option to turn it off, but not back on again. So it's good, but it's not great. But also this map is 3 years old. And I think the developers probably moved on to other things. Although this is probably one of the most successfully downloaded maps of all that are available. Just showing you how much people wanted that fresh start in this game. I do think some time, care and attention should be taken to tweak some of the things within this map. It should be uploaded as a core game map for people starting out. So let's have a think about what do we need. What do we need to buy? We have our lawnmowers there. We have our plough. We have our fertilizer and our lime. We have our seeder. Oh no, we need a seeder actually, but I'm not really worried about that. We have our mulcher. We have our greenhouses. No more logs for us to pick up. But we could go and sell those, I guess. Let's just drop this trailer here. We're going to take the dolly with us. And we do have these logs here. We can look at the sawmill. We can definitely replace the sawmill. And then, yeah, we need to think about generating funds. How are we going to make more money? What are we going to do to make more money? Things like building our new farmhouse and our new home and all of those things. They're great, but we don't really need them at the moment. You know what? This tractor off. Yep, it will. It's just going to be able to take this. It's going to struggle. Now the other thing we can do, and we did say this, is when we purchase new land, we can put a selling point on it. That is something we can do, but we cannot do it on any combined land. So for example, if there's production on a square, you cannot have a selling point in an adjacent square. So a selling point cannot be an adjacent square to a to a production point. Therefore, because the greenhouse is there, we cannot put a flower shop next to it. But we can put that somewhere else. Let's go and sell these. And just whilst that's on its way, let's check out and see what's happening in our production lines. Wood planks are done. Great, we can remove the sawmill. That can go. So let's do that. Furniture's done. Alright, so we're going to sell these. Once these are sold, we're going to go back and remove any of the planks that are there and get rid of that sawmill, and then we're going to clean all of that area up. How is this guy doing? He's doing really well. A lot of the seeding going down there. Looks like he's missed a bit. I'll have to fix that later, but that's good. What else have we got here? So, nothing to buy here. Nothing else we need there at the moment. Cultivator. We do need a cultivator, but not right this second. That is 129,000 to buy that. We don't need that just yet. We've got that. We've got that. We do need the stone picker, which is 52,000. We don't need it just yet, but that's something we want to purchase. We do need the roller. Or AIF has stopped working unexpectedly. The tank is empty. Oh, okay, they've run out of seeds. That's okay. They've run out of seeds. So we did plan for this. We prepared. We knew that this was a possibility. So over here, we did bring some seeds. And we dropped them off because we knew we'd need them. Yes, this seeder definitely needs replacing with something that's got more capacity. Now you can set the AI to automatically purchase things when it's needed so it continues, but we turned all of that off in this game, so we have to do it manually ourselves. Just to make it a little bit more difficult. And a little bit more realistic. Alright. Hold on there, Mr. AI. Now go. Nope. There we go. Now the AI is working. You can see that grass looking good there. I think the AI is going to struggle there when it gets to those bales, but we'll deal with that later. That's a tomorrow problem. Or a later today problem, not now. We are going to sell this. See what sort of money we get. Wood's a pretty consistent price anyway, so it's all good. Maybe another 10, 15,000 here. I would hope to think that get something for this. Yep, 16,000. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this. What do we need right now? What do we need? We do need that stone roller. That is something we need. Because we're going to be using that on that field over the back there. So I think that has to be the purchase that we make today. And we could buy 2 new plots of land. We have enough money for almost 2 new plots of land. We could also buy the Arctic that we need. But I think the roller is what we need more than anything. Also, we need a weeder. We need to think about getting a weeder at some point as well. Looking at the weeders, the best weeder they have available here. This one, 45,000. We need to buy that as well. So let's go ahead right now and get this roller. This is the mega roller. It is 24.3 meters in length. Absolute beast. There you go. We've now just bought that back down to 22,000 again. So just massive spending on these machines, but we are going top of the line. And we don't really have any trees to cut down at the moment, so I don't really feel like we need this kind of trailer at the moment. Yeah, that can kind of stay there now. Take the dolly and put it on the other trailer there for us, because that's done for now. Obviously when we do some more logging, we'll need that. That requires us to buy some more land to get some more trees. Okay. We're going to leave that there. Oh, but before we do that, because what we don't want to do is leave it there without the side. Let's just make sure we get the right. There we go. Now we can leave that. And we can head over here to see if there was any pallets. I believe, yes, there are pallets. In fact, do you know what we can do? We can bring that trailer with us. We can bring that trailer with us and then we can collect all of the pallets that we've got. That's additional money that we can make by selling those. We can take that with us. We're going to come through here. Got the left side open, so we want to position ourselves accordingly. We really want to flatten all of this out. You can see how challenging this is. We're not even caught on anything, but still kind of get the idea that this is a bit of a challenge here. Alright, here we go. Let's get these pallets loaded in. We know this is going to be really difficult. We struggled before. You know what? We'll leave that one. Yep, we're able to get that one though. The good thing about this is it doesn't actually matter how it goes. The problem is this land is not flat. So it's very hard to get the forks up and onto these pallets. You really need to be on flat land to do this. We could always bring the telehandler in. Not the best way to hold a pallet, I will admit. We just want to get this in. Alright, that's one. Once these are done, we're going to sell this sawmill. And we're going to flatten the whole area before we replace it. Okay, that one's on. see if we can just get these ones as well over here. Aha. Doesn't matter how we do it, just as long as we can do it. Let's grab this last one in a sec. One that's stuck. And then let's get rid of this. Okay. Here we go, moment of truth. How do we get this last one here? And it's kind of scooped down in this hole. Nope. Okay. Yes, 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 we got it. It's so difficult to get these. Okay. That's done. Let's sell this sawmill. Let's sell the sawmill. And then let's replace it. I don't know if we're going to have enough money to do this, because it's 25 for the sawmill, I think. We need to flatten it out as well. We can definitely prepare for it and get ready for it, and then we can sell these planks and go and get the other stuff as well and sell that. Now this should be a little bit easier to load. However, matey here decided to make life hard for himself by leaving a trailer right there. So we're going to have to move this first. Oof, I forgot about how hard this tractor struggles to get up these hills. Oh, we're just going to pick these up while we're here, why not? Okay. And then this can stay here because it is a tomorrow problem, not one for today. This is a today problem. We want to pick these up. Now the question is, I don't know where I'm going to put these. Guess that one can go there. This land is definitely flatter, which makes it easier. I'm not going to say it's right, because it's still a mess, but definitely easier than the sawmill. We can put these on. Should probably look to remove the ratchets that I put on, make life a bit easier as well. It's fine. These can stay here, we don't need to remove this building. No, it's not that good. Move those forks a bit closer as well. Wow, okay. There we go. It's not enjoying being left there. It's a bit better. Two more to go. If we just grab these and then again we can take them out to sell them, we'll make some decent money on these, and that will allow us to finish the sawmill. Now this is the worst packing you've probably ever seen in your life. I'd say don't judge me on it, but you're going to regardless, so that's fine. I can appreciate why some people use like super strength because of how hard this is, but I do think it's a skill you should try and master if you can. I'm sure you'll be better than I am. I do use the joystick for this, not the mouse, which means I should be better than I actually am. Go, last one done. Get this loaded, get this trailer secured, get this stuff sold. Perfect. That is probably the most secure load you're ever going to see in this game. It's not going anywhere. That is perfectly, absolutely, with precision, packed. Absolute professional. You're welcome. Those of you with OCDs, I apologise. But in just a few seconds and I can fix it for you. And there we go. Fixed. Okay, let's head up to the shop, shall we? Get this sold. More wage payments, you can see going out, which is good. It means that it's been done. We need that weeder as well. Look, you can see those weeds coming through here on this land. Guess I could hire a weeder because I don't actually have one. Just like a basic weeder. I think I want to put new crops down, so we need to cultivate the land. Let's have a look and see what they cost. Oh! 34% off now on sale. We actually have this. That's 51,000. If we were to sell our one, 63,000. We could actually sell ours, buy that, and still make a profit. We can make another 10 grand there just by buying a used one and selling ours. Even though we make a loss on ours by selling it, so we'd make a loss on ours by selling it, we'd still make a profit because of how cheap the second hand one is. So I think we're absolutely going to do that to get an additional 10,000. We must go and remove the load that we have in our side before we do that. Well, there's that beast that we bought. Alright, so I'm going to just treat you to this magnificent spectacle one more time of my hacking skills. Alright, another 32,000 there. All good. So we'll leave the trailer here now. Just close it up. Park it up the front. We'll take this back down. And we wouldn't be able to use this with this tractor. This tractor will absolutely not work with this. But we should be able to at least drive it. Hopefully. Maybe. Kinda. Excellent. So while that heads down there, let's have a look at the price of this. So 51,000 for this, 6 hours on the clock, 6 months old, 51,000, 34% off. If we look at the one we currently have, it's worth 63,000. 63,000. So if we sold ours for 63,000, and then we can buy that for 51,000. Oh, know where we're going. Yeah, we're going to make a nice profit there. Let's have a look and see what this looks like, shall we? We're going to open it up. I think it must be an absolute beast. Yes, look at this. Ridiculous. Twice the length of the other one. Wow. Wow. Yep. It's making us spin out all over the place. What a beautiful bit of kit. Rollers for days. Very, very nice. Farming machinery. Quite magnificent really when you think about it. Negro 2430. Shall we use that later today? But for now, let's just focus on the job at hand. This can stay here. Definitely need that shed to put everything into right now. I don't like the fact all our equipment is just out, especially with this brand new equipment that we bought. Here we go. we're going to connect onto this. And we're going to dump all of this. We're going to bring this here to repair it. We'll see if we repair it, if we get any more money for it. So how much is it going to cost us to repair? £61. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this now. So 51,000 to buy this. If we sold this, 63,000. So we're going to sell that for 63. I'm going to buy this for 51. Actually, oh, it wasn't 51, was it? Because we had all the extensions on it. 62, so it's we didn't really save anything at all, to be honest. We actually didn't really save anything at all. It's still 62, so yeah, not really that much difference from what we sold that for. Oh well. Thinking we were going to make a good deal, but we actually didn't. I forgot it had the extras on it, but we've got 55,000. Let's go ahead and deal with the problem we've had from the start here. Let's sell this. We're going to get 9,600 for it. Okay, now that's gone. We need to put the mulcher on the front here. Let's go ahead and deal with all of the problems that we had with this sawmill. First of all being that we need to get rid of those. Get rid of those tree stumps. And we can go ahead and do that. If we can find them, that is. Well, there's one right there, so we can try and do that. Okay, that's one done. There was another one over here. See it? That one's done. Now, was there another? I don't recall there being another. I think that was it. Just those two. Okay. Unless there was possibly another one along here. Possibly. I think we would have got that one. Okay, so back into construction mode, landscaping, and we're going to go for the leveling tool now. I'm going to try and level all of this out, including here. Because this was really the problem we had. In fact, if we look at here and say this, alright, now let's have a look at this, because what we can do now is change this brush size to make it even bigger. We can even change the brush strength, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Now if we do this, it should be leveling out this whole area now. Kind of what we want to do. That rock formation can stay as it is, that's fine, we don't need to worry about that. And we can leave the edge on there because that's quite cool. This whole area here, bear in mind this is costing us an absolute fortune to do this, so don't want to mess about too much when you're using this tool, because it will cost you a lot. Oh, look, there's one there as well. There was another one, missed it. Perfect. Now, when using something like this tool, it's really important that we make sure everything's level. We don't want any opportunity to mess this up. We want this whole area to be flat. That involves everything around here. Just simply so we don't have that same incident we had before. Again, this is going to cost a lot to do, and we appreciate that. Need to get this right. That's all stuff we can play with later. We really don't want to mess about with this field too much because that's important not to affect the crops. Farming area does come down to be more level down here. It's very important to be level down here. This whole area here. And that is now a nice level area. Obviously, as you can see, it slopes and that's fine. But here, this whole area here, all of this part, is all nice and flat. So we're trying to double check this. Make sure this is all nice and flat and level. Which it is. It's good. Now we're going to use the softening. We're going to soften out this area here. Anything around. But anything that's not level can be softened out. To really clean it up a bit. Specifically useful for this bit here where the bank is. To really clean up this bit here. It's a nice soft area around here. Right, let's just jump in that JCB and move it out of the way. Okay, here we go. So now we just want to make sure we soften out this whole area here. So there is a bit of a ramp. It's not a problem. Just soften it out. Perfect. Alright, just checking over one more time, and once we're happy with that, jumping into our tractor and testing it out. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, that was a little bit weird. Dropping that. The reason why I love having a fork stoke. Okay, let's check this out, shall we? Should be nice and flat all the way around here. Bit of a dip there, but that shouldn't matter too much because we're going to be up there, not down here. Yep, looks good to me. And there. Oh, missed it. How we go that time? Yep, nice and flat all the way around, feels good. Back into construction mode. Back into production mode, and let's grab that. Knowing where we want it to go. Okay, so now we can see exactly where we want this to go. We know where it was before. Kind of feel like we want to put that bit there and that bit there, because we're not going to go down there. But there is no reason for us to go down the back of this. And there we go, placed. This much cleaner. Much cleaner. We can see this area here, perfect. As we come around here, we can see this area here, just much cleaner, much easier to get into and out of. Feels much better. We do actually have the ability to get down the side here if we need to. Left just enough room. Fixed. Now that did cost us quite a lot of money, so we need to sync with that because there seems to be just around here. That was. So we can just soften that bit up there. And just being very careful that we're running out of money. This is a very... Once you get to doing this part, it can become very expensive very quickly. So you have to make sure you've got the money for it. Okay, so just going to smooth out this area here. That should now be a much, much better area for us to work with. Looks good. Go ahead and save that. As you can see, 60,000 very quickly disappears. It looks like there's a little bit we missed, which is going to be in the landscaping department. Painting. Let's kind of figure out what we're using here. So, what's that? Okay. So because we're going to have the forklift here, makes sense to kind of extend this just a little bit. Should be enough. Nice. Now I feel like we've got that area to work on the forklift, which is great. Beautiful. You can kind of find like a rock edge as well. I feel like it gives it this cool little feel along here for this. And that almost feels like it goes into the asphalt. Just tidy that up again there with a rock. I feel like that kind of gives it that nice kind of vibe that feels like it's a bit of a like a little bit of an incline there. Which it kind of is, to be fair. Nice. Feels good. Let's drive around and have a look. Yeah, it looks good. Might build that into something there, into that rock feature a bit later. Play with that, but this is nice. All this nice and super flat now. Perfect. Perfect. That's much better. Worth spending the money. We do need to consider. I'll bring this out a bit further. Just get the truck down here, obviously. We need a turning circle, possibly a road here that goes straight up. Oh, we can do that later. Nice, that's good. Oh, he crashed. He has... I don't know what he's doing, this guy. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Let's see on the filter. Oh wow, he kind of missed loads. Alright, well. Let's help him out a bit. Oh, this absolutely knackered. This needs repair. Badly. Is it that needs repair? Yes it is, it's that needs repair. This is knackered. Okay, so we're going to use this until it dies, and then we're going to sell it and buy a new one. Because this is done. Little strips that have been missed here and there. We'll get them sorted today. And we'll roll it over. All good. That's the grass then done in the two fields. The next step, we need to de-weed in this and get ready to plant this stuff again. We still have a little bit more equipment to buy. We need to buy the truck. The Arctic truck. But I think overall feels good. Like we've done a lot. We've achieved a lot. I've got that field over the back there. That's sorted. I've got a little farm here. That's looking good. Need to finish off our fence. Need to build our animals, which are going to go here. Go over there, and we can go back and do our job. Oh. Alright. Get some more flowers on the go. Because that is our job on here. I feel a lot more comfortable now knowing we've got this flat land that we're working from. It's almost like, you know, if you look on any building site, they always lay the foundations and level the ground first. That makes sense if we're going to build to do that. Beautiful. Yeah, it feels flat. I think it's good. It doesn't look like there's any problems. Guy seeding away, finishing his job, which is good. The 3 strips there randomly that he left, this bit here that he left, and then this bit here, which he's doing now. Top and bottom bits we need to clear up, but can't do that now. This area here with a forest, this could be next. I think 35 could be our next purchase. I'm going to finish this square, I think. Yeah, 35 feels good. Let's, whilst we're waiting, now that that's done, let's just head over. I want to go over here. Now when we were working in the field a couple of days ago, we noticed a building. And I can't remember exactly where that building was. I want to go and see if I can find it. There it is. There it is. There's the building. We saw a building. Let's go and investigate because we have not been over here. This is stunning land. Look at 34. Wow. 30 floors, flat as a pancake. Stunning land. Well, what is this? No barn. I don't have a bow and arrow or anything with me, so I'm a little bit nervous. Looking a little bit abandoned in here. Okay. I mean, kind of just looks abandoned. Nothing in here. Okay. Wow, what was this? Huh, looks like an old vineyard. Wow. Okay. Giving us inspiration and ideas of things we can make. Definitely all kind of rotten and all withered away. Wow. Okay, good to see. Good to know it's here. Someone had a little vineyard here. Makes me wonder what other little Easter eggs the developer added into the map for us to find as we experience a little bit more. We'll have a little adventure later, see what else we can find. Maybe up over the hills and far away. Oh, look at this rolling land. I didn't realise the shape of this land is actually not very straight at all. I don't really want to get this, but I also do. So that area still needs to be seeded anyway, so that's fine. Still working. Nice. Oh, we can take over that now. A little bit left to do here. Finish this job. Not really much else for us to do today. Just to finish seeding and then rolling. Seeding and rolling today. We can start to pick up. In fact, I will let the AI continue with that, because what this guy can do, I have got a job for him. He can start to pick up some of these bales and start to run these bales up to the top. There's so many bales we need to sell. Now, silage at the moment I don't think is worth selling just yet. It does get better. August, we're in August now, so September, October, November, kind of December time we want to sell this. But we can start getting ready for it. It's a bit of a steep hill there. Go. So, this guy's finished his work, but he hasn't finished his work. Oh, okay. That's the problem. I understand. We kind of just need to push him out of the way at the moment. This is exactly what we're going to come and fix. We're going to come and sort these out. Let's just get rid of this. Alright, let's look at these 3 random strips that we've got going on. While he's doing that, we'll pick up the rest of these bales. And that's a pretty successful day. I mean, the fields are now going to be ready. The sawmill's sorted, which is awesome. There's a lot of progress happening here. Small things that make a big difference. Now we just grab this one as well. If we look on the map here, look at grass. It goes all the way down. So he's got to do that, then back up, then back down. This bit around here. And that bit around there. So that, and then after that, then we need to look at rolling it. We've got the roller now, so we can do that. Ooh, really struggling on this incline. Spoilt with the new tractor that I forgot how painful this is. Seen this here, which we can. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Yep, seen that there. We can get rid of this. Now we have this beautiful flat land here. Now we need to turn it on. because it's a new building, which means it's not going to be active. So sawmill, which is now at the bottom, not the top. Turn that on, and that can store. And we actually want to distribute. No, we don't actually want to distribute planks. That can just be sold. We don't need it. This guy's still working, doing his lines that he missed. That's cool. I'll leave him to do his thing. Why is he going so good? Oh, he's okay. He's going up to carry on. Let's turn around and gonna finish that bit off. What are you doing? There's a bit there I missed. What is he doing? Very interesting. I don't actually know what he's doing. Whatever he's doing, and while he's doing it. Nope, he missed a bit. Okay, he's going to struggle with that, so we'll tell him exactly what to do and then he can't mess up. And we need to go over here because I just saw a tree stump. So I need to put some more seeds on that now. We're getting there, almost done. Almost done. So a field of this size takes a couple of days to set up and prep. Good to know. Even with all the equipment. We should be able to pick all of these up now. Beautiful. We're just cleaning up as we go. Oh, there's another one there. Missed that. Gonna go ahead and get that one now. That's half of it gone. Should be the other half. Nope. That is. I also saw one over there. We'll just go and grab because we're here. How's matey doing? Yep. Let's spin him round and get him on the next bit. Now there was a little bit here that he missed. I just kind of want to go over this because I don't think this was a massive bit. Oh, actually, he can't do anything else now. We've got 1 litre of seeds left. So let's just put down here. Fill up the seeds. Nice. That's all of it gone. Good to know. stones that got missed there by the looks of it. Wow, really? Completed your task? I don't think you have, mate. There's still definitely more to do. The tree stump there. Possibly 2. Yes, there is 2. There's one there as well. I'll have to come and get those 2. Sort them out. It just looks like there's going to be a little bit of back and forth here finishing this off. I don't think the AI is going to be capable of doing this, so we're going to have to do it ourselves, which is okay, it's fine. It takes a bit extra time, we could be doing other things. Nice, not too far to go. And then we'll get those 2 tree stumps done. And then we can send the AI back up the middle section to the top. We've got enough seeds to finish this, but we do need to get rid of this seeder. So as soon as we've done this field, I'm going to sell the seeder. Obviously we need to think about buying a new one. With a much better capacity. Start to get dark soon. We've got about an hour left now. We don't want to mess about. We want to get this done. Definitely get those 2 tree stumps out. We need to come and roll this field. We haven't rolled it yet, so another job we need to do. We can do that into the night, and that's fine. Don't need anything for that. Another long day though. Really feel like we're using up all the available hours we have. What I'm hoping for here is if I can get onto this, start it, the AI will continue. The AI is, that's good. Because if the AI is working, I can tab out. If I tab out, it will just come to a stop. Need to make sure the AI is taken over so that it will keep moving. So I can do this. It's like 2 more bales to pick up. And I think that's all the bales over there. I think a job for tomorrow is going to be to put all the bales together. I kind of want them all here, ready to go. Oh. Okay. We're actually trapped at the moment. Let's do that. Turn that on by mistake. Okay, turn that off. And let's go. We can start to dump these. In fact, we don't even need to dump these. We can just let them go. No, that's the wrong thing to do. 1 second. Let's dump that. And then with this, we actually want to pick this back up, so... Again, really, really handy having those forks, for any of those mistakes we make. And then with this selected, we actually want to go and clear up the 2 tree stumps that we found. Probably means it's going to need reseeding as well. We'll try and find out where they were. A lot of bushes here, so let's get rid of the bushes. Going around doing that, we found it, it's there. And this one done. Right, there they are. Yeah, I feel like he's pretty much done. Let's jump onto that bit. Nice. Let's also check on here. Yep, nice bit there to do, and then just that tiny bit there, and we're good to go. Let's do that strip. Wow, yeah, that's a huge strip. Huge strip that was missed out. So I'm sure we can get the AI to do this for us. Nice, we can. That means we can take this back to do the flowers. He's ready to start rolling, which is good. Nice. Chuck some water in there, refill that. It's going to cost some money, but it's all good. Make sure this is clear. All good. That's done, that's done. That's all done. And shut up the tool shed. Okay, lights are off, that's done. That's all done. It still needs weeding. We've still got to do that. Okay, so you don't have to go all the way down, mate. It's fine, just this bit here. £1,245 spent on water costs. That means we're down to less than £1,000 now. I don't like being under 10 grand, so we're gonna chill for a bit. Should get a little bit more money in a minute through the, well, maybe not. I was going to say through the wood sales, but furniture sales, but we're not selling it, so we're probably not going to make much money through that. We need to chop some more trees down. Get that sawmill back up and running. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll go and chop just a few trees down tomorrow for that sawmill. Then kind of just waiting now for December to sell the silage. Hopefully that'll make some good money. That's really, all there is to do at the moment. We just need to wait for the grass. Which if we're planting now in August, that means September, October, November. Yeah, it's not going to be ready till January, but January, February should be okay. Get that grass cut and silaged and then sold off. Super late in the day now. But we're very close to having this field done. It's taken far longer than I thought it was going to. It's good to know. Then a lot of that has been going back and forth, buying the equipment, getting the stuff. So I guess if we have it all ready, which we will for next time because we don't need to buy anything anymore, and that will make the process a bit quicker. Just getting that field outlined, getting it ploughed, getting the AI onto it, not messing up around the edges. I think that's going to be like critical. Which means not going right up to the very edge as far as we can go, leaving a bit of space. Big lessons there. Looks like we messed up a little bit there, maybe not. Oh no, that's where we finished before, wasn't it? That's where we ran out of seeds. That's already started the level of growth there. But we're not gonna harvest that when it's ready. We're gonna wait and do the whole lot together. Right, just quickly double checking, making sure this is all done. So everything at the top there, bit there that we messed up, that's the bales. Fine. That bit's done. So we've got that little square over by that tree. I think, yeah, kind of, where is that? Just to the left of where I am now. There it is. So there's this bit here, which we just want to reseed, and then there's this bit here, which we just want to reseed. That was where we took out those tree stumps. Just a walnut a bit there. We'll do it anyway, just to be safe than sorry. Alright, and then just a line starting from over here. Nice line up to the top. Which looks like it starts. Yeah. Nice. Just got to go up to those bales, and then this is done. Tomorrow I can move those bales, get them out of the way. Make life a bit easier. I guess we could start to move the bales up to the top, but is it really worth it? We've got to do it. We may as well do it and sell them at the same time. We'll leave them for now where they are. And yeah, this is it. Field is ready to roll. What we're going to do now before we head in. Just going to see if I'm able to seed around this area where the AI couldn't. So I might be able to do it, and the AI struggled, I might be alright. I don't think so, it looks like it's not quite right. Maybe. Maybe like a little bit there I can do. I think I got it. That looked like it. Check the field. Looking good. Solid. Field is done. Nice. And that one's done. And that one's done. Perfect. Alright, field's done. So now the crops are done. No tillage there. In terms of cultivated, a little bit. In terms of ploughed. In terms of growing, nice. Level 1 there, level 2 there. Okay. And in terms of weeds, weeds are on there. Fertilised, yep. Need to do more fertilising there. Lime, nope, that's pretty good. Needs rolling, yes, this bit here. Mulched and then stones, cool. We are solid. We have done a great job today. Let's go and drop these seeds off. Ooh. We're going to put the seeds over here. And then that is pretty much ready for sale now. We need the roller, which is here. Get this bad boy out. Get this field rolled. It should take us about an hour and then we're done. This is huge. This is ridiculously huge. Also, it doesn't go up or down, it's not. It's just fold or... Wow, so once it's out, it's out. Okay, so folding it. Gotcha. It's just that big, right? Alright, let's do this. It's field rolled. Such a big bit of kit. Just watching the right side and trying to make sure the right side is always just off. All I can really do. That's how I'm kind of driving this. Nice. This is slow, but it's getting the job done. Is 8 mile an hour, is that the speed of this thing? 7 mile an hour, wow, yeah, okay. But it does a lot, so it's a huge amount, we can do it quickly. Should only be a few passes. We're going to have to come out and fertilise this. Get around that tree, I don't want to hit it. Okay. It's good. Lift that bad boy up. Now here's the challenge, it is so dark, I have absolutely no idea what I just did. Kind of see. let's just do that. That kind of works. I know we're going over the same ground, but that's fine. I'm happy to do that. Make sure we don't miss anything. Happy days. That's going to finish off this field in about, what, 3 more passes? Means we should be done in about 20 minutes actually, not that long. I mean, we're only going 7 miles an hour, but as long as we can get those turns in quick enough at the bottom, it should be more than about 45 minutes worth of work. Just missed a little bit there, I saw that, but it's totally fine. On the scale of things, that's not a problem. Could actually use the AI to do this, which I'm going to do now. He's going to finish off. Checking there's enough water here. Yep, absolutely loads. That will do us throughout the night. Moving these out of the way. So then I can drop that off and pick up the trailer which I left at the top. Just while he's rolling that field, because I want to keep an eye on him. And sell that cedar because we don't need that anymore. Cedar's done. That does mean I need to buy a new cedar, so we'll have a little look as well. The shop has been pretty horrendous. Not really given us much at all. A couple of nice things, but overall pretty trash. So that's cedar, we'll get another 1,000 for that. That's now gone. Nothing to buy in the shop there, but if we look at cedars, if we're going for like top of the line there, wow. Crazy. Crazy prices. 200 grand for a cedar. Let's go 11 miles an hour though, which is nice. 15 metre width. So yeah, that's another thing on the list to buy. But we don't need one for now because we've got to seed the grass down. We don't need to reseed, so that's not a problem. So right now, just going to prep ourselves ready for tomorrow, so we can come out and do the flowers. I've also got the new fertiliser that we bought. It was exactly the same as one we already had. It's all good. Do we need to buy a car at some point? I'm not going to need a cedar for a while now, because I can always rent one if I need one, so I don't need to worry about that too much. That means I need to buy a weeder, so I need to get a weeder, and I can get a weeder and a cedar in one actually. Maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll lease that. Yes, I'll lease that, and then I can weed and put the seeds down when it's time on a small field. Perfect. So that's that problem sorted. Then what do I need to buy? What do we need? We're going to need to buy a new combine harvester next year. That's fine. I think the next purchase now, is the truck. I think the next 100 and something thousand we get is the truck. And then we need more land because we need more trees. So we'll get the truck, buy some more land, and then we'll get the forestry machine. And I think at that point we're done with equipment. Obviously the seeder and a cultivator will get those as well, but that's and another tractor when we get a chance. But that's it then. We're absolutely done. We've got all the lawn mowing gear that we need. We've got almost all the gear to do the fields. Almost all the gear to do the transporting of the production chains. Nice. How's he doing? Looks like he's doing pretty well actually. Let's yeah, look at that. Absolute solid. Just a little bit there missed. That was me. So one last run through there. And we are going to be good to go. Is he going to do it? What's he doing? I don't know what he's doing. I'll take over that job, thank you very much, mate. All you need to do is spin around here. Beautiful. This last pass, last top corner there, and then we're done. We'll be done by 10 now. And we're set for the morning. And in the morning, we're going to enable the first mod. It's been 1 year now. Tomorrow we will be taking a look at courseplay and learning all about courseplay. Now I don't know anything about it, so it'll be my first time using it, so we'll learn together. But we've done everything there is to do in the fields at the moment. There's nothing left to do in the fields. We just need to let the grass grow until that's ready to be cut. And we've got all the equipment to do that. We could fertilise tomorrow and do a little bit of fertilising, I guess, just to finish that off. Especially on the big field here. But that's it. There's not really many trees for us to cut down. There's not really much else for us to do at the moment. We're in a bit of a lull whilst we're just waiting for the end of the year. We can sell that silage. So it makes sense whilst we're kind of waiting to look at like our first look into mods, because we will be using mods eventually. It was always the goal to expand and extend. I don't know if we're going to get through those trees, so... Well, there's actually some trees there. We can cut these trees down. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay, so these trees can be cut down. Oh, we do need animals as well. We said we'd do animals, but I don't have the money right now for that, but... That's definitely on the list. Okay, so just have a look at what needs rolling. Oh, we missed a bit there. Did we? Wow, okay. It looks like we missed a bit. Not bad. Now, I've kind of just been over this bit, so I'm a bit confused as to why it's saying it needs rolling. Or maybe we can't roll it. Ah, we can't roll it because it started... Ah, okay. So that can't be rolled. Okay, that makes sense. We have to wait. That's fine. I mean, overall, in terms of like the field and the yield, that 100% fertilised, 98% yield bonus, we're getting twice as much grass out of this now. I'm happy with that. I think we've done a good job. Let's call it a night. Need to kind of find a little home for this. And we're really for it to go at the moment, so we're gonna put it over here out the way, and then we'll call it a night. Definitely want to be able to build at some point in the near future a shed for everything. I don't know what was there. What was that? Oh, that's the fertilizer. Okay, cool. Alright. Everything's turned off. Everything's finished. We're done for the night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and it's lovely to share the 1 year anniversary with you. Overall, I would say we've made significant progress in a year. Notable from where we started. Still so much to do, but we've now extended to 3 fields in total. This tiny field here, we've got a big field out the back, this huge one down the side. We've chopped down all the trees. We've got 2 production lines going. We've cleaned up the farm. Built a road. I would say we're doing well. I would say we're doing well. We're definitely making some solid progress. And it feels good. It feels nice. So, let's get some rest. And come out in the morning and start again. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. I will speak to you tomorrow.